All right, folks, we've been waiting all day for the Vikings to make a move in this first wave of free agency. By God, did they do it. According to Mike Garafolo of NFL Network, the Minnesota Vikings have agreed to a deal with tight end Josh Oliver, just like we all predicted, on a 3-year, $21 million deal, close to $11 million guaranteed. Now, my immediate reaction upon hearing this news was, who? Described as one of the best blocking tight ends in the league. Okay, that's got to be a huge compliment on top of his good receiving production, right? Let me take a look-see here. Take a look at his stats. Going into his 4th season out of San Jose State between the Jaguars and the Ravens, Josh Oliver has racked up 26 catches, 230 yards, 2 touchdowns in 35 games played. Huh? I don't get it. You already have TJ Hockenson. You have Johnny Munt, who has just a $1.2 million cap hit for 2023. Tight end, in my opinion, is just not a need for this team. Well, he can really block. Okay, to that I say, can we make sure the offensive line can really block first? Because what it appears to be is, all right, let's add some extra blockers. That way our quarterback isn't sacked the 8th most times in the league. Except in doing that, you're taking a playmaker off the field. Well, the run blocking. The Vikings had the 6th fewest rush attempts last year. Are we all of a sudden going to switch gears and run the football more? And serious question here. Could you not have gotten Josh Oliver in the 3rd wave? Is there a bidding war that I just wasn't aware of? Were you really afraid that you were going to miss out on him 2 weeks from now? Did this have to be your first free agent signing? To me, there are just bigger fish to fry when it comes to upgrading the roster. It's a head scratcher for sure. Switching gears here, inside linebacker Jordan Hicks will remain on the team. Thought for sure he would be cut, saving $5 million in cap. Instead, Hicks, along with the Vikings, they agree on a restructured deal. Details not yet known. I would have cut him, but taking myself out of it and trying to see it through the lens of the Vikings front office. You have 8 to 9 starting jobs that need to be upgraded. If we want to talk about kicker, that puts you around 10. We've talked draft prospects. We've talked free agent prospects. And what's realistic for the Vikings to create in cap, it might be impossible to successfully upgrade all 10 spots in one offseason. Perhaps you bite the bullet and keep a few in-house players now who otherwise this wouldn't even be a discussion. You would have released them yesterday. And if it's between Jordan Hicks and the latest version of Eric Kendricks, it's no question. You take the cheaper player. That's my rationale of trying to see it through the eyes of Kwesi Adofo-Mensah. Take linebacker off the big board, use your 1st or 3rd round pick elsewhere in this upcoming draft, and address linebacker next year. Now, staying on defense, if Dalvin Tomlinson were to leave and play elsewhere, that's always a possibility. Man, that defensive line is looking rough. After Harrison Phillips, you have Ross Blacklock. He just took a pay cut. Khyiris Tonga, who I think has more value coming off the bench as a rotational piece. Now, say you go D-line in the draft, you still need a 3rd starter. And you know what? I'm telling you right now, he just got released today by Baltimore. I would love it if the Vikings signed Calais Campbell for a 1-year stopgap. Along with linebacker, you can figure out that starting D-line job next offseason. Now, next year, he'll be 37, but the dude can still play. Last year, 5.5 sacks, 14 quarterback hits, 2 forced fumbles, 2 pass deflections. I'm assuming batted balls at the line of scrimmage since he's, 6'8". Man, what? If it's a cheap deal too, sign this man.